Hi, this is Ryan Alexander with Denison Yachting. Just a few short weeks ago, we were at the Cannes Yachting Festival, where the Denison team was formally introduced to AvA Shipyard. They're a Turkish builder, and they're doing a lot of really cool stuff. They were displaying their latest and greatest build, which goes by the name of Kando from their Explorer series. Because the boat was such a hit and it was so busy, we figured that we'd set up a walkthrough a few days later in Imperia, Italy, where we didn't have the hustle and bustle of foot traffic. So today, we're going to take you on an in-depth walkthrough of a boat that redefines what it means to maximize both space and range. With long passages being at the forefront of the design process, Kando was constructed with a steel hull and an aluminum superstructure. Having designed over 70 yachts, Kando's naval architect sought to reapproach his team's cumulative experience and create a yacht line bearing the name of his own company. Their goal in building this boat is far from simple. It was to create a new design for a market that seemingly already has it all. Having seen the yacht and her incredible profile, I couldn't help but wonder how they were going to be able to create an interior that lives up to the exterior height. Measuring 110 feet and weighing in at 320 gross tons meant that there would be a lot of interior space to work with. They overcame this challenge with ease. You see, Kando was built according to the shipyard's tradition, wherein all of the engineering, both interior and exterior, start taking place at the same time. Not only does this greatly affect production time for the better, but is also indicative of a very talented in-house team that takes every aspect of the yacht design to task. The first thing that I noticed from the dock was how much bigger and more imposing this boat seems compared to the boats next to it that are in the same size range. This is an illusion that's caused by the Flybridge hardtop, so that's where we're going to start today's walkthrough. There are no two ways about it. Her upper deck is huge. Adding to this effect is the extended aft area where we see the hot tub. The jacuzzi was custom designed with plate glass on the aft side instead of fiberglass, making this a personal favorite with an awesome view. On both sides of the jacuzzi tub are a pair of sun pads. The bulwarks surrounding the jacuzzi and lounging space are carbon fiber and add a great contrast. The sides and hardtop of the upper deck are composite in order to keep the center of gravity as low as possible. Composite was the obvious choice because it's lighter than aluminum. The sides are elevated enough to significantly cut down the wind, but incorporates windows down the sides to ensure you don't miss out on the view. Benefiting from this is the primary alfresco dining table to starboard and the oversized wet bar to port. The bar is equipped with a sink, cooktop, and grill across the top, with refrigeration and an ice maker below. Additionally, there's a wine cooler. Forward of the bar is a dumbwaiter that makes it easy to pass food and provisions directly from the galley to the Flybridge. Forward and to starboard is the first of 4 Helm stations on board with a robust Furuno navigation setup. Everything you see throughout the boat, inside and out, was made in-house, from the furniture to the stainless steel. Jumping down a level and starting aft finds us on the bridge deck aft. This is a private escape and makes for a secluded venue to start or end your day. Again, we see the carbon fiber bulwarks and teak decking. Moving forward through electric glass doors brings us into the Sky Lounge. If you thought the Flybridge was big, the full beam Sky Lounge is even more impressive due to the massive amount of interior volume and exterior light. Because this boat is brand new and doesn't have an owner, you're getting to see to some degree how much of a blank canvas a yacht owner starts with. There's a ton of space in this Sky Lounge to get creative with. On the starboard side is a second wet bar, which, like the upper bar, has a wine cooler in addition to a sink and an ice maker. Making our way up the starboard side, we pass a dayhead and step into the wheelhouse. This large pilot house plays an essential role in maximizing Kando's capabilities. Enveloped by panoramic windows, everything in the wheelhouse has a dark finish with the exception of the crew settee aft. This dark finish is purposeful in that it aids with visibility at all hours. All of the equipment found in here was intentionally selected from the world's most well-known brands. This isn't just because of the reliability factor, but also because it offers serviceability anywhere in the world. Her helm is based around Furuno navigation equipment tied into 4 screens that are programmed with a Time Zero nav system. A few key features here are her engine monitors and a centerline Simrad autopilot. We also see that she's equipped with side power stabilizers, hydraulic bow and electric stern thrusters, and FLIR night vision controls. Aft and to port is the captain's quarters, which are necessary because this is a long-range boat with a 6,000 nautical mile range. That means the captain inevitably tends to the ship's navigation for days on end. Flanking the wheelhouse just outside are a pair of wing stations that offer the captain full control of the vessel in any docking situation. Forward of her Portuguese bridge is the foredeck. This is where her tender is stored, along with an opaque mare davit. Part of what gives Kando such an imposing look is the height of the foredeck. When you're standing up here, you get the justified feeling of being on a ship. Your crew can traverse oceans with confidence, knowing that they are in more than capable hands. Just forward is the deck gear with plenty of space all around for the crew. Seeing as this boat is spending the next several months in the Med, this comes in handy when the boat is moving in and out of her slip as she's docking stern to. This means that the foredeck sees a lot of action when running lines. Continuing on, there's another space purposely designed to aid in the docking process. The aft deck on any super yacht can get congested because it's an intersection where the crew, hustling with lines and fenders, are often competing for passage. One way that AvA remedied this was by raising the capstans flanking the dining area. You don't have to bend over to do the work of drawing lines. These stations are raised, making them easier to utilize. In addition to a large seating area, this covered aft deck is also an intersection for the guests who are spending time on board. There's a wet bar for servicing this area, as well as a gorgeous staircase on the port side. The aft deck also makes a great first impression of the yacht as soon as you step on board via the passerelle. This passerelle is unmatched by any that I've personally seen in action. In fact, most of the time the passerelle goes unmentioned. The stairs on the port side are integrated into the passerelle in an incredible feat of engineering. The biggest benefit here is the amount of space that you save in the engine room, space you would otherwise need for the passerelle mechanism. When the passerelle isn't in use, it collapses back into stairs with the extension lowering into the swim platform. Here on the swim platform, she has shore power connections on the starboard side with removable stainless stanchions and a teak sole underfoot. When you remove the railings, you're left with a sizable teak beach with easy access to the water. Passing through the transom door, we see 4 washer-dryer units. Outboard on the port side is the ship's emergency steering. Forward of the steering station, we enter the crew area and first come to a shared head with a shower. Next, we come to the crew living space with a comfortable dining area and a well-equipped galley. Seeing as Kando is MCA compliant, this means that the crew area needs to be at least 21 square meters. Down here are a pair of double crew cabins. There are another pair of crew berths off the galley, and additionally the captain's quarter, in all accommodating 7 comfortably. Immediately forward of the crew space is the engine room. Kando is powered by a pair of Penta 650 engines, the largest that Volvo manufactures. One reason that these commercial engines were selected is that they can run at their maximum 1800 RPM for days on end with no problems. Outboard of both engines are a pair of 80 kW generators. Out in open water, she cruises between 9 and 10 knots at 1200 RPM, boasting a 6,000 nautical mile range. That's enough to get you from San Diego to Japan with fuel to spare. She tops out at 13.5 knots while pushing 1800 RPMs. Due to the way she's been engineered, a customer building a new yacht can drop whatever power option they'd prefer in place. Now let's take a look in the Salon, which has large windows running down both sides, along with plush, custom-made settees. The primary materials found throughout the interior are American walnut and durable oak flooring. Centerline is a TV that hides away. This also provides some separation between the salon and the formal dining. Outboard of the dining area to starboard is storage for wine bottles and under-counter commercial coolers. Forward of the dining table into port is the galley. The ship's galley is decked out with commercial Siemens appliances. On the cooking side, there's a 5-burner cooktop with an oven just below. Just a few feet away is a coffee maker and a microwave convection oven. In addition, she has a dishwasher and plenty of cold storage. Off of the galley are those additional crew berths I was telling you about that we can't show on camera today. Before leaving the galley, we pass the dumbwaiter that allows the crew to easily move food and provisions from here up to the Flybridge. Now let's step into the starboard foyer. It features a stone and walnut finished central staircase with recessed handrails that we'll walk down in just a few minutes. In this area, we also have access to the starboard side deck and additionally a large dayhead. Now let's continue forward into the master. We first enter the office with a large work area and plenty of overhead storage. A great feature on board are these electric blinds, although the view may potentially stifle your productivity from time to time. And this brings us to an incredibly spacious master designed intentionally with a massive view. The overall footprint is 27 square meters, so space isn't an issue at all. There's a huge walk-in closet aft, offering more than enough storage. On the other side of the TV is an impressive ensuite with a jacuzzi tub, his and hers vanity, and a large shower. Now let's head downstairs and check out the remaining guest accommodations. The first of 4 lower-level staterooms, the starboard aft cabin is quiet and private. It has a walk-around queen berth and also features an ensuite head. Just forward on the starboard side brings us to another queen stateroom. Each stateroom has a dressing table as well as an ensuite. Across the hall to port is a mirrored version of the last stateroom. And our final stateroom is on the port aft side and has a queen berth as well as this dressing closet behind a pocket door. The word Kando is used to describe something that is more than what you expected, and the name Kando is more than fitting for a boat that's a hallmark of creativity. And while I wasn't entirely familiar with AvA before stepping on board, it quickly became apparent that this Turkish yard is well underway to creating something unique to the market. She made quite the splash at the Cannes Yachting Festival and attracted the eyes of some of the industry's most long-standing powerhouses. So as we come to the end of another walkthrough, we'd love to know what you think, so leave some comments below and be sure to subscribe to our channel. And as always, if you have any questions about the buying or selling process, or if you want to see Kando for yourself in person, we'd love to line that up for you, so reach out anytime.